For me, Manila looks like a cyberpunk video game. On the one side, poverty, and on the other side of the street, luxury buildings, skyscrapers, international restaurants, and lots of technology innovations. And somewhere in the middle of all of that, one of the best career opportunities for international professionals in Asia. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to access them with concrete examples of jobs, salaries, and the lifestyle in the Philippines. And I'm sure it will surprise you. My name is Leah. I work at the UN at the intersection of business, technology, and global development. And I travel regularly to Philippines for work. Today I want to share with you what I have seen firsthand, the opportunities, the lifestyle, and also the challenges. Stay until the end because in the last section I'm going to share some practical tips with you how to access these opportunities. Most people think Philippines is a poor country with no real opportunities for international professionals. If you are looking for a job in Asia, what comes to your mind mostly is Hong Kong, Singapore, maybe Japan. And yes, Philippines is not one of the rich countries, but that perception misses out something very important. And that is exactly why Philippines remains one of the most underrated career destinations in the world. Let me start with what the Philippines is really like, because it's not what most people expect. With $512 billion, it is the 35th biggest economy in the world, and it's rising. For example, did you know that's one of the fastest growing countries in Asia? I did not know that before. And these things are nice to know, but it doesn't tell you how it feels to be there. The Philippines has over 7,000 islands. The beaches are extraordinary. And the first thing that you notice is that people are exceptionally warm, polite, and welcoming. I have worked across Filipinos, and I need to say they are really, really distinctive from other nations. They have a high hospitality. Culture is a fascinating mix. 3 centuries of Spanish colonial rule left a deep imprint. And for someone living in Spain, I find it quite surprising and funny at the same time. For example, they eat paella and they drink sangria. And they're not even aware of their Spanish influence. Also, many words, their language sounds Spanish. And then at the American influence from the 20th century. English is an official language in the Philippines, which makes it quite easy to navigate there. And then there's also a growing business culture from China, Japan, and Korea. It is one of the most internationally blended countries that I've experienced in Asia so far. Now, let's have a look at the challenges. The weather. The weather is extreme in the Philippines. Every year, Philippines experience around 20 typhoons. And I experienced that already. So once I wasn't able to fly out and I could also not leave my apartment for 1 week. Luckily, they have really good procedures in order to make you feel safe. Then the other issue, which personally affects me a lot, is the traffic. The traffic during rush hour is huge, similar to other cities in Asia. For example, during rush hour, 5 kilometers takes me 1 hour. And then also if there is big traffic, there is a lot of pollution. And then the third issue, the wealth gap is big. So you really see kids starving on the street next to all the luxury buildings, right? So depending on the area where you go, for example, in which areas you will experience that less or not at all, but still is something that is challenging, that I struggle with. Okay, let's have a look at the working opportunities, because this is where most people I talk to are surprised. The first field, international organizations. This is my field. Manila is home to some of the most significant international institutions in Asia. But why are international organizations so interesting to work for? So first of all, they handle your visa. So you do not have to do anything. So as soon as you apply and get a job, they are going to handle your visa focus, which makes it very easy. Second, they pay great salaries and benefits and also a very good pension. Third, the working language is English, and also you have a great impact with the work that you do, right? Now, let's have a look into what kind of international organizations exist in Manila or the Philippines. There would be the Asian Development Bank, very important international financial institution headquartered in Manila, and they hire all kind of specialists from economists to IT to HR specialists. Then we have the World Bank has a significant office there. I actually know an economist working there and he really likes it a lot. And then we also have the classical UN organizations like UNICEF, UNDP, or the World Food Programme, which have local operations there or a global shared service center there. Now, let us have a look also at the salaries. An entry level is between $4,000 and $7,000 per month, mid-level between maybe $7,000 and $15,000, and then the senior level on a director level, you can earn up to $25,000 per month. And this is tax exempt. So this is basically almost what you will see then on your payslip. On the other side, the cost of living is low. For example, a 2-bedroom apartment in a good area costs around $1,500. A nation of international environment, diversity, the high salaries, the low cost of living, but also the good standards that you can basically afford in Manila with these salaries is something that people in Europe can only dream of. Now, let's have a look into the private sector as well. Especially financial and technology organizations are located over there. Accenture, JP Morgan, Google, Amazon, and IBM, all of them have local offices in Manila or around the Philippines. Or, for example, global shared service centers are a lot over there. And that will allow you to get also an international salary, so this will not be in local salary. And if you speak Mandarin, Japanese, Korean, Spanish, or German, you will have huge advantages because they're looking really into a multilingual workforce over there. To give you some examples from jobs in this sector in Metro Manila, and a financial analyst mid-level will earn between $2,500 and $5,000 per month. Then if you look into a senior management in the field of finance or IT, you can earn between $5,000 and $10,000 per month. But here you need to keep in mind, compared to the international organizations, this is not tax exempt, so you will need to pay taxes on the salaries as well. There's also the possibility to create your own company. I have some friends who started a tourism business over there. And they're doing local tours, and they're also doing some consulting related to moving to the Philippines, traveling in the Philippines. And for them, it's working quite well because they earn a higher salary than they would earn in Spain. Let's have a look if this would be the right move for you specifically. The Philippines is not for you if you struggle with heat, humidity, and unpredictable weather. Or you need to be close to your family in the US or Europe. It's a long flight to go there. Also, if you want the clean and modern infrastructure of Singapore, it's not on this level yet. Or if you are uncomfortable with visible inequalities around you. On the other side, the Philippines is an option for you if you like working in an international environment in technology, policy, or global development. You want a global level work with high pay and low cost of livings, and you're generally curious and open towards Asia and do not expect to work in another expat Western bubble in Asia. Or maybe if you want to start your own company, you could consider this as an option as well. My personal view on this, I like it there. I like working there, I like staying there. The combination of American business influence, Spanish culture, and also all of this in an Asian environment is something that makes it extraordinary. Manila is not an easy city, but depending where you go or what you're looking for, it's an amazing opportunity. Now, at the end, let's have a look at some practical tips. If you want to apply for international organizations, you should do it via the official websites. I have linked them down in the description. So that would be the ADB career site or the WHO career site, and then you can filter on the Philippines as a country. In the private sector, it's also good to not only look at the company's website or LinkedIn job postings, but also to get in contact with people working over there, because in the private sector, it's more about a network over there. So if you just apply straight, you're most probably not going to have a chance to get in. And if you're looking into creating your company, visit Philippines first, check the visa regulations, talk with people over there who are internationals and created businesses. There are many there who created restaurants or other businesses in Manila, so best to contact them and also to maybe have a chat about opportunities there. Before committing there, I really recommend you to go both in the summer and in the winter season, so you experience the heat, you experience also the hurricane season, to see if the weather would be a right fit for you. The Philippines will not be for everyone, but for the right person, it offers something rare. Global impact, exceptional pay, extraordinary lifestyle, and a culture that surprises you every day. If you want to know more about Asia, I have a full video on working in Asia, including Singapore, China, and also a short outlook to Manila, which I can link here. And if you're thinking about international careers, stay tuned, because my next video is going to be about how to get a job at the UN. See you soon.